Today, ladies and gentlemen, I am in a 2011 Audi A8. Let's get the numbers out of the way right away. It's got a 4.2 V8, one of my most favorite engines ever put into an e-car. It makes 372 horsepower and 328 pound-foot at 3,500 RPMs. The car comes with an 8-speed transmission, automatic, shiftable. So I got drive, sport, and a fully manual, no override transmission. Meaning I can drop this thing into manual, which it's a button on the steering wheel, which is something kind of different compared to other cars, more of a Ferrari or a race car type stance. All your buttons that you need to control the vehicle are on the steering wheel, so you don't have to take your hands off the steering wheel. So the manual button's on the steering wheel to switch over to manual, and then right behind the steering wheel, so literally without moving your hand, your thumb can hit the button, and then right away your middle or ring finger is on the plus paddle to shift up. That said alone, this does 0 to 60. Let me remind you, this is a long wheelbase. This is the A8 L. L stands for lengthen or long wheelbase. This car weighs almost 4,500 pounds, but this 4.2 can launch this car from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, and it tops out at 155. This car weighs as much as a house, and that engine, that 4.2 liter V8 can rocket this house down the Autobahn just as fast as a long list of very, very high performance vehicles. Now, I'm not saying that 5 seconds 0 to 60 is not a supercar stance, because you know supercars, you get 0 to 60 in 2.5, 3, 3.5. I'm saying 4 seconds is slow. Anything under, I would say 3.8 seconds, I would consider that a supercar territory. But this car weighs as much as 2 or 2.5 supercars. And this thing, boom! This 4.2, what I'm getting with, this 4.2 liter V8, you guys all know Audi's sports car, the R8, it comes with two engines. It comes with a V8 and a V10. The V10 is the 5.2 V10, the same V10 you find in Lamborghinis. It's the same exact engine. You open the hood up, it will have a Lamborghini badge on it, but underneath that plastic, it is a 100% Volkswagen engine, pretty much. And then they also make the R8 V8, which is this, the 4.2 V8. And Audi puts this engine in everything. They had it in the B7 S4s. They have it in the A6s, the A8s. They have it in the R8. They have it in practically any chassis they make has a version with the 4.2. It's now, I'm going to be a little optimistic. So this car can do a quarter mile. If you ever want to take an executive luxury car to the drag strip, if you have the balls to take a $90,000 car with a 120-inch wheelbase to a drag strip, you will achieve 13.7 seconds. If you think about it, for a car that is almost 4,500 pounds, that's quite impressive. This, out of all of the lengthened wheelbase, I'm talking this, the A8, the BMW 7 Series, and the Mercedes S-Classes, this is the lightest car out of those three. This is out of all those competitors, this is the car. All right, let me get that in your mind. So the reason why you say that 13.7, you're like, oh, that's not running 10s. Yes, this isn't a Hellcat. It's not going to run 10s. But it's quick in the way that it has Quattro. And if you've watched my previous video on the Q5, I mentioned that Quattro is the greatest all-wheel drive system on the planet. You are thinking, what is this car for? Like I mentioned, this is an A8 L. And you might know of a thing called Uber. You might know of a thing called executives. Executives are people who make a lot of money. they don't necessarily, or Ubers, if you're calling for an Uber Black, you don't necessarily want to drive yourself. So these cars, the A8, the S-Classes, the 7 Series, they're all meant to sit in the back seat. You buy a car to sit in your back seat. Yeah, I know, you tell me that doesn't really make sense. But it's lengthened wheelbase, so there's more leg room in the back than there is in the front. If you've never sat in a 7 Series, an S-Class, or an A8, or the S8, or the RS8, if you never sat in any of those, you will be more comfortable, guaranteed, in that back seat than you are here. If you can look back there, it is full-class luxury. There's an armrest that has everything you need here. It's got cup holders. It's got trays to put stuff on. Put your blocks of gold on if you want. It even has a slot in the trunk to put a refrigerator to hold your champagne. Now, yes, granted, you can put anything you want in there, but if you're back there, you want to drink some champagne because you're driving a car that cost near or around $100 grand. The thing that I love and crave so much about the Germans, you would think, wow, V8, that's probably the top of the line. This is nowhere near the top of the line, and that's the reason why I love German-made cars so much, is because they think outside of the box on everything. This thing goes higher. You have the S8, which takes this into a little more high performance, more for, you're not sitting in the back seat, you're sitting in the front seat. Or if you want to sit in the back seat, you're going to get there a hell of a lot faster than you would in just an A8. And then more of the type for, you're a CEO of a large company. Let's say you're the CEO of Audi. They have, only in Europe, it has not made it to the United States, the RS8. And if you do not know anything about the Audi's RS8s, it is the high performance, top of the line, nothing's going to touch it, Audi. More so comparable to the BMW M's or the Mercedes AMGs. And if you don't really know what that is, in America, Chevy has their high performances, they're called the SS's, and Dodge's high performance are called the SRTs. And then, you know anything about super luxury, I'm talking about Rolls Royces, Bentleys, Maybachs. Audi had to join that, and they have the A8 W12, and that is the top of the line luxury Audi on the planet. That will compare to Bentleys, Maybachs, and Rolls Royces. I tried thinking of any other competitors, such as an American competitor maybe. I wouldn't want to put the Cadillacs in the same category. I feel like GM thrives too much to be like these German. They do great, I'll give them that. They do great in the SUV world, and they're starting to kind of catch up in the performance world with the Vs, such as the ATS-V or the CTS-V. I think they did a really good job competing with the M's and the AMGs with that car. But luxury standpoint, when I think of a Cadillac, I still think of my grandma. When I think of an Audi or a Mercedes or a BMW, I think of an angry German man, and it makes me cringe because, look, just are you looking? Look at this. Just look. Are you looking at? Just look at that. Now you can't do that in a Cadillac, boys and girls. You can, but you won't have that smile on your face, and that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not crazy. I don't like American-made products because I don't think they can compete with German-made products. So, competitors, and there are only two I can think of that can run with this. This car is loaded with everything. Talking specifically about this car, not about all A8s. This car is loaded. It has everything. It has air ride suspension, so you don't feel that bump and spill your champagne. When your driver flies over a speed bump, you don't spill your champagne in the back. It also has, you know, typical suspension raise and stuff like that. It has a keyless entry, keyless push to start. This right here, the entertainment dashboard, is loaded with everything. FM, AM, Sirius. Oh, you're gonna have your Bluetooth media. Everything, you name it, it's got it. The seats have 1,000 different ways they can go. You can adjust forward and backwards. You can adjust the back. You can adjust this. It basically will adjust anything except it won't give you a massage. TwoZeroEight does have a massage, not only in the front seat, but in the back seat for you. See, that's what I'm trying to say. You're sitting in that back seat. There's more stuff aimed in the back seat than there is up here. There's your own climate control back there. There is seat warmers. There is sun shields that come up on all the windows around and shade you the whole time. Ladies and gentlemen, this car, if you are looking for a car to relax in, but still have a good time, enjoy your drive from point A to point B, this will be your car. See, nowadays, a lot of people are just concerned from getting point A to point B, not how you get there. See, if you take a second, forget about gas prices, and just sit back and enjoy your drive. And that's what these style of cars bring to the motor industry. That's why I am excited, I'm enthusiastic, I'm happy to be driving this car right now, because it combines both aspects of the driving world into one. And that's why I think that only the Europeans can succeed this. It gets you to point A and B quick because it will put down numbers. It will get you there in the most comfortable as you'll ever be. You go on a long, lengthened drive without moving out of the car for 6-7 hours. You get out, your body hurts, your body's sore. You do it in one of these cars, you get out, you just feel like you just slept 7 hours. You're so relaxed, you're so comfortable. The climate control keeps it at constant temperature in here at all times. The seats never get too uncomfortable, never get too hot, and just absorb your body in. Let me tell you, if you ever get the chance in your life to own a German-made luxury sedan, you have not only made it in life, but you know how to make it from point A to point B in the right way. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've all not only enjoyed this video, but I hope you all learned a lesson how to go from here to there in the best possible way. And I want to thank you with a great amount for watching this review on TwoZeroEight of an Audi A8. Don't leave without leaving a like, comment, and if you have not hit that subscription button, why will it hurt you to push it? Just push it, make life easier. The only thing it will do is it will make your life easier, as when the next TwoZeroEight video comes out, it'll be right there in front of your face to watch, to enjoy another review. I will see you guys next video.